If you are really interested in creating recurring revenue model like predictable retainers every month, then I would highly recommend you to into SWAS as your business model. Software with service is a combination of best of both worlds, right? Everybody understands that social media is important, strategic content marketing is important, but nobody has the time. Client retention is very, very high. I'm all about streamlining operations in one place because that's massively helped my business scale this year with the help of high-level CRM. For the software access, you can charge a very less fee, but if it's going to be software with a service, obviously the charges are going to be more. I want you to focus on something known as USP. There are millions of others who do software as a service and have been very, very successful. Are you a business owner struggling to generate leads and close sales? Does it feel like without the right marketing and sales strategies, your business is just an expensive hobby? If this sounds familiar, you are in the right place. My name is Dr. Priya Jagannathan, digital product strategist and business automation expert specializing in marketing and sales strategies. This podcast is designed for business owners and entrepreneurs who want to take control of their business operations, supercharge their marketing efforts, and drive growth through strategic CRM and business automation. In every episode, we will dive deep into our Power Pivot framework, which basically involves your product and pricing, your online and offline presence, your warm lead generation strategies, evaluating your sales process, and creating retainer and retargeting existing client formula. Through this framework, even the smallest pivots can create massive business success. So, if you're ready to scale your business with simple, actionable strategies that combine the right marketing, automation, and CRM tips, you might want to listen to today's episode. All right, everyone, we have done a whole series of SaaS and SWAS, software as a service and software with a service. So we did discuss about software as a service in a full detailed episode. And in the previous episode, we discussed about the key differences between software as a service and software with a service. And my verdict in those episodes where software with the service is highly profitable because that's the model I'm using currently. I can only speak of myself, but there are millions of others who do software as a service and have been very, very successful. As you know, I'm somebody who shares my words of wisdom only based on my personal experience. So today, we're going to look at software with a service. How do you set it all up and how can you get up and running with minimum investment of time, energy, and effort? But I would highly suggest you either have a team or plan to hire one because you will be burnt out. Okay. Now, as I mentioned earlier, software with a service is a combination of best of both worlds, right? So in a SaaS model, the client get access to a very powerful platform that can solve a problem that can be targeted towards the particular industry or niche. But software with a service, you get access to the most powerful platform in the world, which is high level. Sorry, I'm being biased, but you also get a team to execute things for you. In my case, the marketing support. It could be social media marketing. It could be email marketing, it could be SMS marketing, it could be getting more Google reviews, it could be combining all of this plus SEO rich blog post. Everything just compounds and adds up to give you the income, impact, and influence you want in your business. I'm all about streamlining operations in one place because that's massively helped my business scale this year with the help of high-level CRM. If you want to explore the platform more, use the demo link in the show notes to book a time with me and I'll show you a demo and see if it's a right fit for you. If you are a DIY person, use my affiliate link and sign up to that platform, and then I will support you. My team will give you a 1 hour free onboarding call to help you set it up, and then you can get up and running in no time, right? So I really want to reiterate the fact that SWAS is a very, very powerful model for so many reasons. The very first one is people don't have time and there's so much demand for a specific expertise. For example, social media. Everybody understands that social media is important, strategic content marketing is important, but nobody has the time. So if you're going to take that problem away and actually do that social media for the client and also give them a powerful CRM that'll track all the leads that comes through from social media marketing, good is that. Nobody's going to say no, right? So there's so much demand for an expertise with a software value add, right? And the second one is the client retention is very, very high. Like I said, when I was just doing done for you marketing, when I marketed as a done for you marketing, the first thing when their cash flow hits, they stop as marketing. I mean, it's ironic, but it is what it is. But then when you give them the platform and when the platform makes their business so much dependent on the platform to grow their business, then the retention is going to be much longer. The stickiness of the client is going to be much higher, and the lifetime value of the client also increases astronomically, right? So remember, it's going to be a subscription model, but the revenue potential is great. So that's my next point, which is the income potential. So for the software access, you can charge a very less fee, but if it's going to be software with a service, obviously the charges are going to be more, and you can value add it, upsell, downsell, depending on the client's requirements. So the income potential and multiple streams of revenue actually becomes a possibility if you have been dreaming about that day for a very, very long time. All right. So if you are really interested in creating recurring revenue model, like predictable retainers every month, then I would highly recommend you to into SWAS as your business model. Okay. Now that we know how to, like SWAS is very, very powerful, I'm going to explain how can you do it step by step. The very first one is to get your high-level account. Like I said, if you don't have a high-level account, go to the description and click on the affiliate link and sign up, and I will help you set up. Okay, so setting up the high-level account with your business basic details, your profile is key. So that's the very first step. So you get used to the platform. And the second one is I want you to identify your core service that you can value add to the software itself. For example, it can just be reputation management, which is getting more Google reviews. Okay, you can literally say one problem. Are you struggling to get more Google reviews? I'm going to help you automate that whole process and get you more Google reviews. The moment you get more Google reviews, then you get more customers and things. So you can talk to cafes, you can talk to restaurants, any businesses that heavily rely on Google My Business. So I want you to identify your core strength and your core service that you can value add. And it has to be something that you can go on an ongoing basis, because this is software with the service. I want you to have at least monthly one touch point with the client and make sure everything is working. All right. And the next step is once you've identified the service, then I want you to create like a service offering and pricing model. So when you have a service offering, I would say 3 is a sweet spot. Have a basic package that will bring people in, and then an upsell, and then a further upsell, which should be a highest hero product that ultimately you want all your clients to come in, right? So you should have different pricing model that helps people. Usually people have basic, standard, premium. So you can go with gold, silver, platinum, whatever you want to go, jazzy, bougie, you can do that. But I want you to have different levels of services and different pricing model that will help you achieve that. And the next step would be to put it up in a landing page or a funnel and then create automation. I literally launched my marketing packages live last week, where we've got 3 different packages depending on the service they want. Once they click and purchase, there's a one-off setup fee and there's a monthly retainer, and every email that goes out every 21 days is also being automated, right? So they get an onboarding email on how they have to onboard themselves and then book a call with the team, and all the setup will be done. And then after every 21 days, they get an email to tell us what is their focus for the next 30 days. Is there a specific date that they want? So everything is completely automated. That's the whole point. You're doing it with SWAS, doing just a marketing agency or a social media marketing manager, none of the freelancing stuff. You have such a powerful automation tool. Use it to your advantage. And the last one, when you do have time, when you have some clients coming up, I would highly recommend you to create training and onboarding materials whenever you can. For the past 10 months, I've been in the day building for my clients, building my own business on high level. Now, this December is when we'll actually sit down and create lots of training videos, onboarding videos, and a lot of DIY contents for people who just want to sign up using our affiliate. How much can we support them? How much can we automate them? So all of that training and onboarding materials you can create, which will actually free up your time. If you're doing something more than 2 times, automated is kind of my mantra right now. So I would highly, highly recommend to do that. So if I have to just put it in these 5 steps, I think it's as simple as that, right? Basically, get your high-level account, identify your core service that you can value add or bundle with your high-level account, and then find out 3 different levels of services and pricing model, set up automations, workflows, your landing pages with payment provider. You should have a way to take money from people. And then the last is creating training and onboarding materials. Now, once all of that is set up, what do? We go and market the heck out of it. I am not a big fan of ideal client avatar. Okay, everybody is an ideal client. To be honest, right now I signed a client who is my Adelaide ex-colleague. We used to work together with the University of Adelaide, and her mother-in-law has joined as a client. Like, who would have thought? I didn't even target her as my client, but she's been following me on my socials and she felt I would be her best fit. So I feel every person you shake hands, every person you meet, cross paths, could have your ideal client in their network. They might not be the direct ideal client for you, but you don't know who they know. So treat everybody as your ideal client. I'm not a big fan of identifying an ideal client avatar, but I want you to focus on something known as USP. Okay, there has to be one point that you should be able to say, I do this that no one else provides. Like business coach, for example. When I was business coaching, I offered done for you marketing. So I would be like, I'm the only business coach in the market that does marketing for you. That was very unique and that'll help you stand out from the crowd. So I want you to frame or figure out your unique selling proposition, which is your USP. It has to be tangible. Don't give me statements like, oh, I take care of my client. I pick up the phone when I talk. I mean, that's a bare basic thing you should do when someone pays you, right? So you should be able to deliver the USP, all right? So definitely focus on that because that will be your marketing message. So once you have your USP ready, go out and loud and market the heck out of yourself. This is where people struggle with. You're great at what you do, but you don't tell the world how great you are. So I want you to focus on reaching out to every platform that you know. Like literally, you can find me everywhere. So podcast, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. And all these compounds with time, trust me, until early 2024, I was knocking every door possible. I was literally out there knocking on doors to give me an opportunity, to give me some leads, and to get some opportunity to sign a client or build my audience or build that know, like, and trust factor. Finally, I can say towards the end of 2024, mid 2024, I have started getting more inbound leads that I have stopped networking 75% of what I used to do, right? I only do 1/4 of networking right now because all the automations, workflows, marketing, social media is working in my favor, and I get inbound leads as opposed to the outbound marketing and very vigorous door knocking I used to do. Okay, no shame in that. I don't regret any of it because all those door knocking efforts have compounded with time, and now people know me, people know what I do, and they reach out to me, which is a good place to be honest. And I'm not showing off right now. I'm just telling it from a place where if I can do it, you can do it too, right? So run a lot of webinars. Webinars are a good way. Masterclasses are a good way to get in front of more people. Do a lot of events. It can be face-to-face, online, whatever, emails. I mean, whatever events you are keen on doing. Build a lot of case studies, social proof that you can show off to your other clients, and also have some deals. Like this time of the year is all about deals. Black Friday deal, Cyber Monday deal, any crazy deal. People just need a reason to buy. So if you are going to give them the reason to buy, then definitely you will be super successful. Okay, so I guess that was really helpful to understand the SWAS as a business model. And if you are wanting to start it, and if you still stuck after listening to this episode, reach out to me. Reach out to team@pivottothrive.com.au, and we will be happy to walk you through and help you with your unique scenario. So yeah, there are lots of ways to reach us. Basically, email, call, chat, any option that works for you, or book a demo call. Whatever works for you works for us, and we will be happy to support you. I hope it was insightful, and I look forward to seeing you succeed and scaling with SWAS as a business model. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you found value in today's episode, make sure to follow, share, leave a review so we know that you love listening to us. And if you are looking at more valuable tips, insights, tools, and resources to help grow your business, please visit pivottothrive.com.au. I will leave links in the show notes below. Just remember, if your current strategy isn't working, you don't have to quit. You just pivot, because the right pivot can make a huge difference. Let's pivot and keep thriving. I'll see you in the next episode.